Hi everyone, this is Dawn, and we're talking about SNAP outage updates and the Medicare changes that are beginning in 2023 through 2030. We'll also be discussing recession news.
SNAP EBT outage update. Now, there have been reports that I have received from multiple people across multiple states around the country that the SNAP EBT program cards are not being accepted. They're being declined. But then for some terminals and some locations, one of which being a Quick Trip gas station, it worked just fine. So we still have varying reports coming in. I even heard one report that there was possibly some space debris that has destroyed the satellite that allows this system to communicate between the terminals and the government mainframe system that manages the EBT. There's been reports that possibly there's a voucher system that's you're capable of using at time of checkout that would apply, that would basically be a handwritten ledger that would then be deducted from your account in the future. I don't know if that is accurately true or if it's available.
That was a real informative report by Kevin. Now found an NBC 12 article. The Massachusetts Department of Transitional Assistance did tweet, and they noted, this is last week when they started to have the problems on the weekend. That would be the end of August. And they did get the system back up in Massachusetts after they tweeted there were problems. Now, the NBC 12 article did point out the DOWN DETECTOR site, and they do a 24-hour monitoring of SNAP problems for that SNAP, for their SNAP site, and they reported 59% of problems on the website. That was in September, which is yesterday, when I recorded this. And there's commenters such as Christina said that in Ohio she has not received her SNAP benefits yet. She should have gotten it on the 4th. Here it is. Today is, I guess, the 6th. Some people are also having problems logging in. Go to footnote 3 for the DOWN DETECTOR site. That also, I believe you can report if you have SNAP outage issues. Now, last week also, at the end of August, South Carolina also tweeted processing issues that were impacting clients using their EBT cards. But they noted that the third-party processor for the EBT cards had to confirm that all their systems had been restored and the cards were now usable or operational.
Now, if you've experienced an interruption in benefits, don't panic. Cyber attacks are also increasing. In Arizona, the EBT system went offline due to a cyber attack on a vendor in June. And according to the Tucson local media, many shoppers were told that their benefits had expired. So some people just left their EBT cards at the store. And that is a huge problem because when the issue was fixed, the benefits were put on those cards, and then the people who needed them did not have them. So please, if this happens to you, do not throw those cards away. Do not abandon them at the stores. Thefts, cyber attacks, all these things are becoming more common. Make sure you keep that card because...
Now let's talk about changes coming next year to the Medicare program.
Now, when it comes to Medicare, Medicare. There were several changes that were made, and these will be enacted over a period of time. And so let's start with January 1 of 2023. The first thing we're going to see is that there will be certain insulins where there will be a maximum copay of $35. Now, that just simply means that if you're on that particular insulin that is going to be part of the Medicare insulin program, the most you would pay out of pocket would be $35 when you go get your insulin. Beginning in January 2023, the government is going to impose an inflationary control upon drug manufacturers, which means drug manufacturers will still be able to raise their prices, but it will be limited to the amount of general inflation. If they raise their drug prices anything beyond the general inflation numbers, then they're going to be penalized by a form of a rebate that will have to be given back to the government for their excessive price increases. So again, that's going to bring some price stability to the cost of all medications because there will be a limit on price increases. Adult vaccinations are going to be included at no cost. Now, presently, if you're on Medicare, Medicare does cover at zero cost to you pneumonia, flu, hepatitis B shots, as well as COVID shots, and those have been at zero copay. There's no cost sharing at all. But other adult vaccinations that are covered by Medicare B or D, there's always been some kind of cost sharing. And now all those medications that are considered to be adult vaccinations that are necessary, meaning medically necessary, will now be covered with zero cost sharing. And the biggest impact, of course, will be the shingle shot. Presently, the shingle shot is covered, but there is a cost sharing involved. Could be a deductible, could be a copay, and that will be eliminated in January 1, 2023 for all. Now, in catastrophic stage 4, you would pay $50 for that medication. But in 2024, what will happen is that copay would be zero. So if it's a $1,000 medication and now we're finally in the catastrophic stage 4, you would pay zero out of pocket for that. So the point is there will be zero cost sharing now once we reach the catastrophic stage beginning in January 2020. And the other change that's occurring in 2024 is Medicare will allow the Part D plans, those companies that provide insurance for your medications, they do allow them to raise their prices. But what's going to happen beginning in January 2024 all the way up to 2030, this legislation says they can raise those Part D premiums no more than 6%. There's been no limit.
Now, let's look at a clip about recession.
Senator Elizabeth Warren shocked the news over the weekend by saying she believes the Federal Reserve is going to push the United States into a bad recession. Based on their behavior, the way that they're handling everything, Warren warned a bad recession would lead to millions of Americans finding themselves out of work. That's not good, right? I know also a lot of you have IRAs and 401ks that are in the market that have taken big hits and then a small bump, and now some are saying we might see another big drop. So I'm going to be...
And I really appreciate you taking your time to watch this video. Feel free to comment. Thank you.